Hello and good afternoon to fellow Ohio Oil and Gas Association members and guests. Former OOGA Chairman Bill Kinney here, and I have the distinct honor and pleasure of sharing with you the annual Thomas E. Stewart Legacy Award. This award is reserved for individuals who have graciously given their time, talent, and treasure directly to the association. True servant leaders, answering the call to service, volunteering often without recognition. This honor is named after our former president, Tom Stewart, who so aptly led this association for many years and continued to selflessly answer the call to serve even in retirement. It is only fitting that Tom is the very first recipient of this award and thereby highlighting his legacy. Tom and I met on the stage of this annual meeting. We nervously shook hands backstage before we each were to give a presentation to a crowded room of thousands of folks. It looked like a sea of cowboy hats adorned with feather boas. The association then was little more than a golf and social club. When the association was searching for its next president, Nancy Child suggested Tom, a young, Southeastern Ohio well operator. What made the OOGA a new force to be reckoned with was Tom Stewart. He was so effective with his total understanding of this great industry and his complete mastery of the intricacies of crafting legislation, thwarting regulatory process. Tom became our voice. His unwavering passion kept him at the association for over 20 years, managing the issues facing our growing industry. Tom was fond of referencing the fact that the OOGA was the unified voice of the entire oil and natural gas industry in Ohio, both conventional and non. Early in the shale play, Tom recognized diverging interests, and he was able to keep the Ohio Oil and Gas Association as the one voice of the industry. He saw the importance of keeping together the new shale industry and the conventional operators, knowing that both would learn from the other. Tom's legacy is visible across this room and throughout this meeting, from the staff he hired to the members who joined because of his leadership. Tom has always had a knack for courting talent and bringing together those with unique skills into the association to help carry the mission of protecting and advocating the common causes of the industry. Many of the things members take for granted were created by Tom. This includes the association's aggressive approach to legal issues, legislative initiatives, and regulatory battles, largely carried out by moving to the heat of the battle and taking the OOGA offices to Columbus. Tom was never shy about defending the industry to the media. He was quick to step up to cameras and microphones, often to debunk myths and push back against those who oppose the safe and responsible development of oil and gas resources. One of Tom's favorite expressions is, "Politics is the art of the possible." When Senate Bill 278 was passed, it gave the ODNR the preemptive authority over the oil and gas industry. Tom knew how important this landmark legislation would be to keep the industry active, and it took an effort of immense proportions to get that bill introduced, passed, and signed into law. This is just one of the many issues undertaken by Tom that showcase how he could usher a dynamic piece of legislation with his deft touch through the minefields of state politics. Tom's efforts are well known here in Ohio, but also across the country. Over the years, at IPAA meetings, when a new issue would arise and discussions would begin, someone would look around the room and ask, "What does Tom Stewart think? What does the OOGA think? What are they doing on this issue?" And without failure, the entire room would pause and turn to Tom. Tom had the innate ability to craft a message on the spot on even the most complicated or sensitive issues. It would convince others and unite them in our goal. Tom Stewart is the embodiment of this award. Someone who gave it his all every day, in every fight, on every issue, for the betterment of the industry and the association. In his last column in our membership magazine, Tom quoted Bob Dylan, "I can't help if I'm lucky." Yet it was the members who were lucky that Tom decided to boldly step into the role with this association. While he was called by many names, some of them good, including lobbyist, executive vice president, and chairman, Tom is an oil man in his heart. He loves this industry. He loves our industry. And he has fought tirelessly to make sure we all would stay in business and provide for our families, provide for our communities. Tom, as you taught us, we will continue to rise early, work late, and find oil. It is my pleasure to announce that the first recipient of the annual Thomas E. Stewart Legacy Award is none other than Mr. Thomas E. Stewart.